Dear Gomez, I don't really know what to say besides sorry. I'm sorry I didn't support you. I'm sorry I lied about heaven powers. And I'm sorry for the things I did with them. If I could take it all back, I would. Maybe one day you will forgive me and can visit. I'd hate for your last memory of me to be that fight on the bridge. I hope you can find the time. I don't want this to be goodbye. Love, Marisa.
I'm sorry, but that memory will have to do. Because this is goodbye. Nothing personal, Marissa. It's just that you're not the only one looking to find time. But the difference is that I know exactly where to find it. And I have the power to take it back. As far as back as I need to. Unfortunately for you, it comes with a price. A price I have no problem collecting.
Look at you, finally unpacking. And in real time, too. Should I be reading into that, Barry?
Only good things, Patty.
I'm so glad we decided to live together. It's so exciting.
And practical. I mean, think of all the money we wasted on 2 apartments. What? We can be exciting and practical.
Speaking of practical, you know my parents will be in town next week for their anniversary? Well, I was thinking of surprising them with a huge party at the restaurant where my father proposed. I mean, they never visit the city. They're always talking about renewing their vows. This would be the perfect chance. Would you be willing to help me put it together?
Of course. Why wouldn't I?
I don't know. Here we are living together and you've never even met them.
Do you think I don't want to meet your parents?
It's just that you never talk about your parents. I don't even really know what happened to them.
Walk with me. After my mother's death, when Fry took me in, he didn't want everyone asking a lot of questions. So I've always just told people that both my parents are gone.
What do you mean? So, they're not...
You see Iron Heights over there? My mother died when I was 11, and my dad, he's been in there ever since he was convicted of her murder.
Oh, Barry. I'm so sorry.
It's okay. Not the sort of thing you want people knowing about. Especially when you work what we do. We've been trained to put emotions aside and just look at the evidence. But he's my father. I needed him to be innocent. This is all the case evidence I've collected over the years. The case has been cold for over a decade. But every year on Mom's birthday, I open this box and revisit the crime, holding out hope that I could prove my father's innocence. He once told me that he was guilty in order to get me to stop.
You believe him?
It used to be easy to say no. But now, I'm not so sure. It's time to let go. Patty, take this box. Hide it, stash it, whatever. Just don't tell me where you put it.
Barry, are you sure? It's part of who you are.
No, it's a part of who I was. You and me, right now, that's who I am. All that to say, now that you know about my parents, I'm ready to meet yours. It's good to get back to my old routine. No guerrilla invasion, no rogues, no Outlander jailbreaks, and most importantly, I can finally sleep at night knowing that I was able to bring back Iris, Gomez, and Albert from the Speed Force. Now, we all share a bond that will likely be with us forever. Sadly, Albert's accidental death, falling while installing cable on his roof, didn't bring us any closer. I suppose it's understandable. We all do what we have to do. Move on. Today's my first day back working the CCPD. After I was mistakenly presumed dead, I had to jump through a bunch of hoops to get reinstated. But I'm finally back. You could say that things are starting to look up. Sort of. The department reinstated me, but didn't exactly give me my old job in the lab back. Now, I work in the basement. Some cops call this place the dump, or the paper morgue. In the lab, we named it the whodunit room. I don't know what the official name is. But whatever you call it, this is the place where old and unsolved cases come to die. As you can see, it's a bit of a mess. My new job is to sort, file, and log all of the cases in some kind of order. It's supposed to be a 6-month assignment, but for me, it's all in a day's work.
Kind of early for lunch, isn't it?
Iris, what brings you here? Chasing down a story upstairs?
No, just checking in to see how you're doing. No glowing hands or sudden bursts of speed?
Nope. Can I assume you haven't manifested any Speed Force powers either?
You can. Actually, I didn't come here to compare superpowers. I wanted to give you something. Congratulations on getting your job back. I know it's not the crime lab, but it is something.
Hey Barry, you busy?
Actually, Forrest, I
need to drop something off. The property room won't take it because it's from an accidental death. Some Asian kid.
Albert Leem?
Sounds right. No room in the lab, so I'm gonna leave it here.
What do you want me to do with it?
I don't care. Make a table out of it.
What does it do?
Beats me. I don't see a way of turning it. Crap. On? How'd you do that?
I didn't do anything. I swear.
Harry, I need to talk to you. Oh, am I interrupting?
Not at all. I was just... It's the, office. I gotta go. So sorry to hear about Albert. We'll talk. Later.
Don't mind me, Patty. I'm gonna get this bootleg TV satellite thing working.
Barry, I had to tell you right away. Marisa is dead. She was murdered in her jail cell. No signs of a break-in.
What? Have you seen the evidence?
It hasn't come in yet. I'll get you what I can when I can.
So it's a stone cold whodunit?
Not exactly. When the detectives went to interview Floyd Gomez, he flipped out and fled.
Gomez? He was upset the last time I saw him. But I can't imagine he'd do something like that.
How well did you really know him?
I thought you didn't care about that thing.
That was before you found the on switch.
I don't know whether or not Gomez is involved in Marissa's death, but I'm damn sure going to track him down and find out. I feel them. Everyone who's been touched by the Speed Force. Albert, Marissa, Gomez, and Iris. Like it or not, we're all connected. It takes a little doing, but with focus, I can use that connection like a homing beacon and locate them, which in this case leads me to the heart of Keystone City. There he is, trying to be inconspicuous. But to me, that just makes him look suspicious. Gomez, we need to talk. No interest in talking either. Gomez definitely has the look of someone on the run. Innocent people don't usually have that. Damn.
Gomez, stop! Why are you running? The police think you killed Marissa.
It wasn't me. It was the same guy who killed Albert.
Killed Albert? What are you talking about? He fell off the roof.
No, he didn't fall. The killer came after me first and I barely got away. I warned Albert, but the killer got him. May have gotten Albert, but he's not gonna get me.
Oh, man.
Oh, I'm gonna die!
Oh my god!
Whoa! Nearly took my head off. Gotta think faster. A wind tunnel should guide this runaway train to safety. Yep, I'm definitely gonna have to ice my shoulders tonight. I still have more questions than answers, but maybe this will lead me to at least start asking the right ones. Like, who is Gomez running from? If Albert's death wasn't accidental, then who killed him? And why? I need to get a look at Marissa's body. Find some kind of clue. Something that might explain what the heck is going on. This all points to one individual. But first, smile, Barry. This is part of the job. These cuts are deep. Some are pierced all the way through her body. Edges of the lacerations are burnt. She was carved up with something that also burned her. And there are signs of electrocution. Blood spots under the skin indicate extraction. Multiple causes of death. What is going on here? Did Gomez manifest abilities that I don't know about? It can't be. He was genuinely terrified. How is it possible that someone killed Marissa in such a gruesome fashion? And what about Albert? Gomez said he was killed. That he didn't accidentally fall to his death while installing a TV satellite. The satellite! Good. Forrest is gone for the night. He left his research. Great. Let's see if he got anywhere. This isn't some kind of cable TV satellite. These are all cameras. Given Albert's ability to transmute technology, and how this turned on when I touched it earlier, I'm guessing... Yep, powered by the Speed Force. After what Gomez told him about being attacked, Albert must have been scared he would be next. So maybe he created this 360 camera for protection. Amazing! Albert created an immersive digital playback. I had no idea he had the chops to build something like this. I'm impressed. No control panel. I wonder if it's a voice command. Computer, play. Wait, what is that? He was pushed. No! Computer, play back the last 10 seconds. At half speed. My flash symbol, but backwards. I've seen this before. I don't know if he's a suspect, the next target, or why he adopted my image. But it's time to get some answers from that kid Flash. Two people I know were recently murdered without explanation, and the only thing they have in common is that they were both touched by the Speed Force. To make matters worse, the killer has speed powers and is wearing an emblem like mine. That makes it my problem. And also, it makes it my fault. So I'm chasing down the only lead I have right now. Good thing teens aren't camera shy. He may be hard to catch.
This is
This
awkward.
Kid Flash is definitely easy to find. He also took my name without asking. Not cool. I know enough about Kid Flash and the Teen Titans to know he's not my killer. But the way he bolted when I confronted him...
Get away from me, weirdo!
Well, the cop in me knows that anyone who runs away like this is hiding something. I can't believe this kid actually thinks he can outrun me. Figures. No respect for the classics. Does he really think he can lose me in the Sahara Desert?
Okay, so I can't ditch you with pure speed. But let's see how you do without your sight. Eat my dust, chump.
Okay, enough with these shenanigans. Time to put an end to this game of tag.
I don't know what his problem was, Tim. But he's sure lucky I didn't. I have Red Robin and the Teen Titans with me.
Are you eating?
Yep. Masala dosa.
Of course you are. Look, did he even say what he wanted?
Maybe something about some murder? I don't know. Didn't stick around to find out.
Wait. Murder?
Yeah, whatever. It's not like I did it. He probably just wants his name back.
All the same, give me a second to see if I can figure out what he's talking about.
You better watch out. Next time I'm gonna knock him flat on his...
On my what? You're not from this time? You don't belong here.
Like hell I don't.
So, now I know what he's hiding. When we made contact, the Speed Force connection to time and space must have triggered a reaction, showing me what I think was the future. Whatever Kid Flash is tapping into, it's not exactly the Speed Force. Seems alien, like not of this world. And now I know he's not the killer. Whoever killed my friends is somehow stealing the Speed Force from them, and likely using it for their own purposes. So who the hell is this kid? If he'd just slow down and listen, we could clear some of this up. The thing is, this kid isn't from today. And whatever his secret is, he's all on his own. Lost. And people who lose their way do stupid things. Like push themselves beyond the limits without regard to the consequences.
Your knees hurting, old man? Cause I'm just about to push... faster?
Kid Flash, slow down! You're gonna break free of gravity! Reckless.
What the hell?
Kid Flash, you're reaching escape velocity. At this speed, your kinetic energy is equal to the gravitational potential energy that keeps us on the ground.
Are you even speaking English?
Simply put, without any friction resistance, there's nothing to keep you on the ground.
Okay, now I'm freaking out. I've got no control, and I keep going higher.
Try to stay calm. The first time this happened to me, I freaked out too. It was the most harrowing experience of my life. Imagine hurtling towards space with no end in sight.
Yeah, I don't think I need to imagine it.
Trust me, you don't want to. I almost blacked out from oxygen loss. Luckily, the science nerd in me took over and I realized that controlling my math through vibration allowed the laws of gravity to kick back in.
Dude, less talking, more saving.
You obviously don't share my love for science. You know, if you're gonna run that fast, you better start wearing armor.
I was only running that fast because you were chasing me, dumbass. What do you want anyway?
Someone is murdering people connected to my power source, and the killer is wearing my symbol. At first I thought you might be involved, but now I know your powers aren't the same as mine and the killer's. And maybe that's because you're not from this time.
Where I'm from is none of your business.
Hey, there's no reason to be so defensive. I just need some answers. You don't seem to tap into the speed force when you run. So why are you called Kid Flash? And how did you get your powers?
Look, I'm sorry I didn't ask to borrow your name. Get over it.
And your powers? How do you run? If you're from the future, is it possible you're my descendant? Please, let me help you. I know what it's like. My name is...
Save it! I don't care who you are or where you came from.
That's fine, but I do care about who you are.
I'm so not gonna tell you who I am. Look, I'm doing just fine. I don't need your help. I'm gonna stay in the present and enjoy the ride.
Take it from me. The past always catches up to you. Are you sure you're gonna be ready when it does?
I was born ready. Besides, if anyone messes with me, I have my friends to back me up.
It's great to have friends, but sometimes you need someone who understands what you're going through. Like it or not, somehow we are connected. I've got a killer to catch, but afterwards, we need to sit down and talk. Flash to flash. Stubborn kid. I definitely need to follow up on him, but at least for now, I don't have to worry about the killer going after Kid Flash, since he's not connected to the Speed Force. Great. I'm back to square one. Which I guess means another go around with Sprint.
So what do you think, Iris? I look pretty good, right?
Daniel, I agreed to see you because you're family. But it'll take a lot more than a couple months of clean living before I let you back into our lives.
Come on, sis. You act like I'm the only bad guy here. We've all made mistakes.
Have you been to see Dad? You could start here.
Why would you want me to do that? I promised to hurt him if I ever saw that bastard again.
Daniel, it's easy to shave, cut your hair, and put on Sunday best. But that doesn't change who you are. So let's be honest. How long before you fall off the wagon again?
That's fair. But being locked up, it changes you. All that time alone, it clears your mind. You think it's easy looking in the mirror, knowing how bad I treated you all? If I could erase it all, I would.
You've got to stop dwelling on the past and using it as an excuse.
I'm not! I'm different now. I'm trying to be a better person. I want to be like you, Iris. Look, I know I'm on the right path, but that road begins with absolution from the ones I love.
You want us to forgive you, but forgiveness cuts both ways. You need to start with Dad.
Never. Maybe you can forgive him, but I can't.
Then, I'm sorry, Daniel. I just don't see it.
Okay, don't jump to conclusions, Patty. Barry would have picked me up if he could. I'm sure he had some really important world-saving Flash thing he had to deal with. He wouldn't leave me to walk in the rain by myself. Just because my boyfriend's the world's fastest man doesn't mean he's not allowed to be late every now and then. Although, technically, he's not late. He stood me up. I'm gonna be so mad if he forgot.
I'm so sorry, Patty. I totally forgot to pick you up.
Oh, Barry!
I am not gonna let you get me like you got my friends and my woman. Just need to put a little distance between us, so I can get a full head of steam, and then, you're gonna get a speedball surprise of your own.
Don't worry, Sprint. I'll make this quick. Three down, 2 to go.
This is all my fault. This Speed Force killer is still one step ahead of me, and I'm no closer to solving this. We've got 3 victims and counting. 3 friends. All of us connected by the Speed Force. And now, that's almost all gone. All that's left is me and Iris West. If the murderer has been able to track down all those affected by the Speed Force, then undoubtedly he'll come after us next. So why doesn't it swing both ways? Why can't I sense him the way he does us?
You shouldn't be here. This isn't your job anymore, Barry. You've been reassigned to filing cold cases.
I know, Singh, but I was stuck in the Speed Force with them too. So I'm connected to all of these victims. Except what Singh doesn't know is that, as the Flash, my connection to them is much deeper.
That's another reason you shouldn't be here. You're a potential target. We don't need any more blood in the hands of this killer. Another death like this, and we're going to have to call it a series. And I don't want to have to tell you that means a lot of panic and negative publicity for the department. So for your own good, steer clear from this case, Alan.
I can't do that.
You have no choice.
No. There's always a choice.
Flash! Nightmares are getting worse. From the moment he first sped into the gem cities, the Flash has been my obsession. A man with immense power who chooses to use his gifts in service of humanity, unwavering and incorruptible at every turn. I'm no different. However, my hyper-intelligence enables me to see the bigger picture. The Flash is a walking battery. He selfishly parades around the city risking his life to save ours. Garden Variety Messiah Complex. I am a man of science and I can't allow a power source that great to be used irresponsibly. With each test, with each trial, I get closer to achieving world-defining technological advancement. And once I'm armed with that, I will accelerate the evolution of human civilization. I will use Flash's power to effect real change in the world. I'll bring humanity into the future. Once I unlock its secrets, all of the powers of the Speed Force will be mine. It's just a shame that in doing so, the Flash will have to die.
What's up, Carl?
I think he's staring at me.
Flash?
Sorry to intrude at your work, Iris. But the Speed Force killer struck again.
Oh god, no. Barry?
He's safe. But Gomez was killed last night. I can protect you, but I need you to come with me. Put this on. My theory was correct. It's perfect.
I don't know about perfect. Why does it have to be so tight? You're not talking about how it looks, are you?
Right. Despite the aesthetic value, I was referring to its utility. I've been wondering why the Speed Force killer hasn't come after his most glaring target, me. I hoped it was because my armored suit cloaks the Speed Force, and I was right. Your suit is made of the same material, and I don't feel our Speed Force connection.
That explains the duds. This is the rooftop Albert fell from, isn't it? Are we looking for clues?
I already found something. This will protect your eyes. Ready?
Where are we going?
The Utah Salt Flats. Open your eyes. Relax. I've got you. Stay alert. I don't know what we're looking for. It could be anything.
This is amazing. It's just...
What?
I can't stop thinking about Barry. Are you sure he's safe?
I'm sure. He's got his own suit. Why do you care so much?
Because I do.
There!
What is it? Some kind of wreckage?
Something exploded out here.
A plane?
Close. The monorail. Thank you so much for seeing us on such short notice, Miss Spivet. I'd appreciate anything you can tell us about what happened to this piece of shrapnel. From what I can see, it seems to be debris from an explosion.
Us.
Yeah, I'm helping with the investigation.
I've taken Miss West under my protection. The Speed Force killer is still out there. I can't take any chances.
I'll start by putting this under the black light and making the invisible visible. The surface of the metal was scorched with an incredibly high degree of heat. However, I was able to lift what little DNA was left on the debris. So now I'm running it through the blood analysis, but I can't make any promises. Even if it goes through, there's no guarantee I'll be able to find a match.
Do what you can, Miss Spivet, and if you get a hit, please let me know. In the meantime, I have another lead to follow. That debris belonged to Dr. Elias' monorail. Iris, I can't take you with me on this one. If Elias is our suspect, the last thing I want to do is bring you straight to him.
Well, where am I supposed to go then?
Miss Spivet, I need to ask you one more favor.
And there he goes, in a flash, again.
Nice costume. Kinda tight for my taste.
I'm sorry that you have to babysit me. So, you and Barry are living together now, right? How's that going? Must be exciting and scary at the same time. I mean, deciding whose place to live in, or in what part of the city, dividing up expenses.
What's there to be afraid of? Honestly, it's like we were meant to be together.
Oh, cool.
All these years of research, the challenges, the hardships I've endured, it's all paying off. I've dedicated my life and sacrificed everything in the name of progress. I often ignored morality in order to keep moving forward. I used people. I took advantage of generosity and kindness. I hurt people. I did what I had to do. And if I could turn back time, I wouldn't change a thing.
Dr. Elias. I don't know how you got your hands on all this Speed Force energy, but it's time to share. Tastes so good.
Oh, you! Who the hell are you?
No, Doctor. I'm something much worse.
No. I've worked too long and too hard to have some backwards version of the Flash come here and steal my life's work. I won't allow it. This will extract the very thing you're trying to steal from me.
Nice try. But here's the thing, Elias. I'm not some backwards version of the Flash. I can do more than just run fast. I can turn back time. I can put everything in reverse. Nice knowing you.
Not so fast!
Flash. Perfect. Talk about lucky. You saved me the trouble of tracking you down, man.
I don't know who you are, but the killing stops. Now!
Sure. Right after I killed you.
Damn it. If only I had a better understanding of the Speed Force. I should have listened to Elias long ago when he warned me about going too fast. Those innocent people, my friends, their association with me put them in danger, and lives were lost because I failed to stop this monster. I need to set things right. I need to know who he is. Unfortunately, I might die without even knowing. When someone chooses to become a hero and fight for the greater good, the enemies start piling up pretty quickly. It usually goes like this. Bad guy tries to do a bad thing, good guy stops him, and bad guy hates him for it. Fairly straightforward equation, right? It's the reason Dr. Elias, maniacal guy with a sci-fi gun over there, hates me. So when my search for the Speed Force killer led me right to Elias, I was pretty sure he was the culprit. But it turns out, it's not Elias at all. It's this twisted version of me. I don't know what he wants, who he is, or why he killed my friends. But this stops now.
Still no match on that blood sample that Flash and I got from Dr. Elias' monorail debris, Patty?
Nope. The mystery killer remains a mystery. It'll turn up, though. You just have to be patient. A lot of this job is just sitting around and waiting. Speaking of waiting... Sorry, Iris, I have to go. The party I've been planning for my parents' 30th anniversary starts in half an hour. But don't worry, you'll be safe. You don't need me to babysit you.
Of course. That's an amazing accomplishment. Congratulations. Still together after 30 years?
As my parents always say, there's nothing more important than family.
What about Barry?
What about him?
I mean, given the fact that Barry's under lockdown like me, 'cause we're on the Speed Force killer's hit list, is he even going to be able to make it to your parents' party?
I don't know.
I hate this. Who knows if the killer is even after me? It's not like I ever got Speed Force powers like the others.
Stop!
I don't understand. You're not connected to us. Why did you kill them?
We're more connected than you think. I can feel all of you. Every time you use your powers, you tap into the Speed Force and move time forward.
I don't need you to tell me how the Speed Force works. I need to know why...
It's simple. With all of you dead, I'll be able to move time backward. I'll be able to change everything.
But why? Who are you?
Patty? Princess, what are you doing out here?
Daddy, I'm sorry. I'm just not feeling like myself.
No need to apologize. Special events aren't the same when we can't share them with the ones you love. Level with me, kiddo. Is it possible that Barry is just not ready to meet your big, scary father? That's what your mom thinks.
No, not at all. I'm sure he just got caught up at work. Busy season, you know. He'll be here. This time.
No. It can't be. I don't believe it. Why?
tear you apart in front of all these people.
Better move faster then.
Run, little rabbit, run.
Gotta get this maniac out of the city before someone gets seriously hurt.
There they are. I just need a clear shot with this Speed Force extractor. By the end of the night, I'll have their powers, and put an end to them both.
You think this is a game?
You don't get it. Do you? You have the power to change every...
Yeah, Flash. Even this freak reflection of you gets it. You're just a damn pawn. With the right moves, you could have been the king.
Thanks for the advice, Doc. Checkmate you.
Daniel, no!
Iris.
You monster!
Sis, I didn't know.
Daniel West? You have no right to call her your sister. Not after what you've done.
Daniel, please. Flash, don't hurt him.
No promises!
That's right, Flash. Lose control. Time to flip the switch and put things in reverse. No, don't worry, sis. I'll change everything. My name is Daniel West. I can barely remember the last time I was happy. But that's about to change. I'll show you how. 2 months ago I went to visit my father, thinking I could make the change then. But he helped me realize I need to go further back in my life in order to make the change actually matter. I'm sure you've heard this before. My mom died when I was born. Overachieving big sister, and a real bastard for a father. Basically, I'm your typical screw-up from a broken home. I've waited so long for this, William, and you don't even look me straight in the eye? My old man was anything but typical, and neither is my story. I know how this must look, but I'm not the villain here. I'm just a guy trying to set things right. The bastard in front of me? He's the true monster. You've thrown your last cup of coffee on me, Dad. Do you know how easy it would be to kill you, right? But that would be pointless. You're nothing but a broken down old man now. I want to kill you back when you actually mattered. I want to undo every horrible thing you ever did to us.
You're the monster.
I'm what you made me. But I'm going back in time to stop you before you ruin everything between me and Iris. I'm going to kill you and get my sister back. 3 months ago, I got out of prison after doing a shade over 5 years for being a stupid kid. Of course, there was no open arms, welcome me back into regular society. Not even those of my dear old sister, Iris. But from the moment I was locked up, all I ever thought about was getting out there and reconnecting with her. But instead of finding Iris, I came back to a full-on guerrilla invasion. Barely out of prison, and I ended up a prisoner again. Caught up in the middle of some crazy war in Central City. And almost as crazy was who these guerrillas were warring with. I had thought these rogues were the bad guys. I guess things change. Sort of. It brought us back to something called Mirror World. This weird place filled with all their loot and odds and ends. Like that faithful monorail and its unusual battery ostensibly to save us. But it just turned out to be an elaborate way to rob us.
That's right. Empty your pockets and donate to this good cause. Superheroing ain't cheap, you know.
I didn't play ball.
Son of a... Weather Wizard, grab that kid!
Crazy bull!
Enough!
Whoa!
Mirror Master, do something!
He's gonna crash into that damn Speed Force battery!
I wanted to get the hell out of there, but not like this.
Great Cold, look what you've done. Once again, you've made a mess of things.
Bounced from the mirror world with an exploding train, fire and gas everywhere, lightning shooting through my spine, reflection of those I hate, and the one I love. And newfound enemies. All happening at the same time, and then, in a flash, nothingness. I was sure I was dead. Searing flames, the white-hot shrapnel ripping through me. No way I could have survived, but the smell of burnt flesh and the unbearable agony told me otherwise. I was alive. And I had a second chance, but I was different. The explosion changed me. The energy in the battery that was attached to the monorail somehow gave me the ability to turn back time. But it came at a cost. My body was fused with the remains of the monorail, and I was bound to the energy from that battery, to something called the Speed Force. As the Speed Force fused the metal to me, it showed me glimpses of others who had also been imbued with its energy, including the Flash. In these reflections, I learned all that I needed to know. There's something called the Speed Force. The more power and the further back in time I can go. These people are just fuel. 5 years ago, I joined an up-and-coming stick-up crew, and I was ready to pull my first big job. I was so excited, I wanted to share it with the only person who mattered to me. Iris!
God! You scared me, Daniel.
You missed my birthday yesterday, you know?
I'm sorry, I've been busy dealing with my new job at the Central Citizen, plus I have this thing you might have heard of, college finals. It doesn't leave much time for
Yeah, you're the good sibling. I get it. You don't have to throw it at my face.
I'm not. I'm just letting you know that you're not the only one with a tough life, okay?
Ah, you're right. Sorry. But listen, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. I got something big going down tomorrow. If everything works out, you won't need that internship in Gotham anymore. We'll be all set.
What are you talking about, we? You ran away and left me with Dad.
You know why, though.
I don't want to hear it, Daniel. You never even looked back while I had to stay and pick up the pieces. You never even so much as visited him.
Why would I? He's dead to me. And when I finish the job tomorrow, I can take you away from all that. Look, I know I shouldn't have left, but what was I supposed to do? Stay and suffer?
No, I did that for both of us.
Iris,
Enough, Daniel. I don't know what you've got planned, but stop looking for the easy fix. Try earning something for a change. And for my sake, if nothing else, let go of the past. Okay?
The plan was straightforward. A simple stick-up. No fuss and nobody gets hurt. One of the guards was even in on it.
It's smooth sailing from here, guys. Can't you make this thing go faster, Denny boy?
Turns out it was a Flash's first day superheroing. He stopped us before we even got 5 blocks from the bank. Naturally, being over 18 years old by 2 days landed me in the state pen. Some luck, huh? Prison changed me some, sure. But not as much as what happened 11 years ago, when my life changed forever, and my sister turned her back on me. By the time I was 12, I was used to doing without. My dad never brought us toys or games, so I had to find other ways to entertain myself. Iris was always good at making friends, so she got by okay. Me, my only friends were the crickets I caught behind the house. They were noisy little buggers, but their clicking actually helped me fall asleep. That bastard didn't agree.
I hate you! I hate you! I hate...
Nice try, Cricket. What?
look in Iris's eyes said it all. She'd never seen me the same way again. All because of him.
Daniel! Come back!
My dad would never walk again after that night. And I would never return home. I think it was about 15 years ago. Well, before that fateful night at the stairs, when I had my last happy memory.
There you are!
The last time I was truly happy. But the day hadn't started off that way.
I've been looking all over for you!
He hates me. He blames me for everything. Oh, your face. Did he do that to you because of me? I'm gonna get him back for this, Iris.
No, Daniel. It's because he's been drinking. It's not your fault.
Yes, it is. He hates me and blames me for Mom dying. He says she would have never died if I wasn't born.
That's not true, Daniel. Mom, she was already sick. Really sick. We're just lucky you survived.
I love you, sis. You're the only good thing I've got in this world.
I love you too, little brother. But you have to stop running away. Otherwise, we can't be there for each other, okay?
You hear that?
What, crickets?
Yeah. My teacher says that the boy crickets are telling the girl crickets that they love them. I'm gonna catch them and take them home. So that way you always know I love you, Iris.
Aw, Daniel. I already do.
You think Dad's in a better mood now?
I hope so.
I'm scared, Iris.
Don't worry, Daniel. I'll always be here to protect you. I promise.
My name is Daniel West. The last time I was happy, I was 8 years old. And after I kill this bastard, my story is finally gonna have a
Dad!
Uh-oh. This was not part of the plan.
Power's a strange thing. It gives you the ability to change things, to make a difference. I got mine from a place called the Speed Force. I used it to save people's lives, but after a mistake I made, innocent people, including Iris West, got trapped inside it. When I finally rescued them, they came back different. They manifested powers from the Speed Force, which put a target on their back. One by one, they were murdered. All but Iris. I followed the trail of their killer. Well, when I found him, he dragged me back in time. I guess he wanted to make a difference too. Given the opportunity, what would you change? Daniel West killed 3 of my friends answering that question, and he's about to add his own father to the death toll. He traveled 15 years back in time to do it, using Speed Force powers he stole from my friends, as well as some from me, leaving me about as powerless as these younger versions of Daniel and his sister, Iris. No!
Stop!
Don't you know when to lie down and die, Flash? You can't stop me. No one can!
Daniel!
Please, stop.
Don't hurt my dad.
Listen to him, Daniel. Can't you see what's happening? You're altering time right now. You're causing yourself much more trauma than your father ever did. It's turned you into a
monster!
Iris. There are repercussions to everything, Daniel. And going back in time to change the past just creates more problems. I get that your dad must have been pretty awful to you and Iris when you were kids. But as hard as it is, we have to deal with all the bad things that have happened to us. That's what makes us stronger. We have to move forward with our lives. As the Flash, my movements expend Speed Force energy and move time forward. I never thought I would come across something, or someone, who could stop me from doing what I was meant to do. You have to let go, Daniel.
I can't.
But the Speed Force did something to Daniel that twisted things around. Don't worry. I'll take it from here. Set things right. It gave him the ability to absorb our energy and rewind time. It essentially made him a reverse Flash, nearly draining the life out of me. He slowed me down. Giving me the opportunity to think things through. If we're all connected, then with his guard down, maybe I can channel his abilities long enough to allow the Speed Force to right the ship. It should be able to undo the damage he's done to the time stream. And take us back to where we both belong. Right on time. It's over, Iris. I wish I could say I fully understand how I did this. I'm starting to think I'll never be able to grasp the true scope and magnitude of my power source. I'm just glad to feel the salt flats at my feet again.
What? What happened?
I hit the reset button. Your father is still alive. I channeled your twisted powers and forced us out of your dark place and back home. Into the light. You're going to be okay, Iris.
Where's my... Oh my god. Tell me you're not capable of all of this. Tell me you didn't kill Albert, Marissa, and Gomez. Tell me you were possessed or something. We should be stronger because of what we went through.
No. It was all me. And when I get another chance, I'll do it all over again.
Damn you, Daniel.
You see the damage you have caused, Flash? The Speed Force is a weapon of mass destruction and must not be used by the likes of you.
Elias. Shut up. The Speed Force is an amazing gift for humanity, when put in the right hands. It's my responsibility, Elias, not yours. Excuse me, sir. May I get in?
Barry!
I'm so sorry I'm late, Patty. Mr. Spivot, it's a pleasure to finally meet you. Happy anniversary. Your daughter is evidence of how terrific your marriage must be.
Is everything okay?
No more Speed Force killer.
Good. Now less Flash and more dance.
No Flash dance?
Hush.
It's not easy to celebrate in light of everything that's happened. I stopped Daniel from altering time, but that doesn't undo all of the pain he caused in the present. Daniel's abuse of the Speed Force has shown me that. As I continue to use my abilities as a force for good, I need to find the balance between my two lives. Sometimes I have to give my super speedy brain a rest and learn to savor the moments like these. Like Patty said, I need a hush. We all face life-changing forks in the road, but without a clear path set before you, it's easy to become misguided and get lost. Daniel lost his way and tried to kill his father in the past, yet Iris rose above the same circumstances and thrives in the present. Even I'm guilty of running the wrong way. For a moment, I thought Kid Flash was responsible for the Speed Force killings. Instead, I found a kid needing direction. And then there's Elias, a former friend turned adversary. He took what he still believes to be the right path, but his reliance on hard science and his lack of humanity keeps him from seeing the truth. Elias, whatever partnership we had is gone. You're lucky Iris is still alive, or God only knows what I would have done to you. This is your last warning. Stay out of my way.
It's good to see you alive, sis.
Why don't you use those Speed Force powers of yours to break me out of here?
Just like yours, they're gone. The gun Dr. Elias built, and you shot me with, took them away. Do you realize what you've done, Daniel? You murdered people so that you could go back in time to try to kill your own father. And for what?
For us. You drove us apart, Iris. All I wanted to do was give us the childhood we both deserve. Free of abuse. Free of all the pain that he caused.
I pity you. It breaks my heart that you'll never understand that our past is what made me who I am. I don't ever want to change that. I see now that my real brother died years ago. Goodbye, Daniel.
Iris. Iris!
I've seen and done so many things since I became the Flash. When I look back, I can't believe all the challenges I faced. My abilities have given me the incredible opportunity to make a positive difference, and I will never take that responsibility lightly. It haunts me. The Reverse Flash proved what I have been afraid to admit myself, that we have the power to change the past. I'd like to think my mom would be proud of the way I've handled it all. I'd give almost anything to see her face one more time. I could fix everything. Save my mom, prove my dad is innocent, get my family back. So what's stopping me from having it all? Because I can't do that without affecting the present. I can't save one life and sacrifice another. Patty, I can't imagine my life without her. As tempting as it is, I can never go back to change the past. I must look ahead and change what I can in the present. I have a case to reopen. I told Patty that I put my mother's murder behind me and had her put away the case file somewhere. But it's not about dwelling on the past. It's about fighting for my father's future. In my heart, I know he's innocent. And as long as he rots in prison for her murder, I owe it to him to keep searching for the real killer. I'm not looking back. It's about setting things right.
Barry?
And although sometimes when you try to set things right, you risk letting other people down, you must not let that keep you from moving forward. If you're not moving forward, you're not living.
Blown out fuel tank, painting the sky in smoke. Whatever the authorities have planned, they need to act fast.
My mom taught me that.
Miss Allen's murder case? Oh, Barry.
I love her for that. And so I run. For her. For everybody. Because no matter what happened in the past, no matter how bad it gets or how many hits I take, I will always keep trying.
protected.